Khabib Nurmagomedov and Khamzat Chimaev were seen together publicly for the first time at the World Sports Summit in Dubai. Their history hasn't always been straightforward, beginning with a misunderstanding online that briefly created friction between Chimaev and members of Khabib's camp. However, the situation was quickly defused through direct communication and mutual respect. Over time, Chimaev has openly expressed admiration for Khabib, referring to him as both a role model and a brother, even though their careers and public comments have sometimes taken different directions. Footage from the event makes it clear that any past issues are behind them, as the two appeared relaxed, friendly, and fully at ease with one another. At the summit, Khabib shared a special moment when Cristiano Ronaldo handed him a football, prompting an instant childlike smile that showed his genuine excitement.
Yes, yummy. Also, I also got to call in when we... oh, we've got a party. Please, carry on.
Photo.
Oh, photo.
I have a question. Ticket is VIP?
For you, everything, you know.
But I already buy regular tickets. I need VIP, please.
Okay, we'll make VIP and make our tickets. We'll send it.
Thank you so much.
British two-time former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua is reported to be in stable condition after being involved in a serious car accident in Nigeria that claimed the lives of two people from his inner circle. Matchroom Boxing confirmed that the victims were Sinagami and Latif Idel, both longtime friends and key members of Joshua's team. Sinagami worked as his strength and conditioning coach, while Idel served as a trainer. Footage circulating online reportedly shows the two men shortly before the tragic crash that ultimately took their lives. Seen and Latif captured on video moments before the deadly accident that claimed their lives.
We show you the streets of Nigeria. Oluwasina, the first Iranian ever to step foot in Nigeria.
Hey. 2 times this year as well, that's crazy. April, December.
Oh, you're called Oluwasina now, bro.
The incident happened at approximately 11 a.m. local time on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, a busy highway connecting Ogun State with Lagos, Nigeria's commercial hub. Nigeria is also the ancestral home of Anthony Joshua's family. Reports from British media state that Joshua briefly lost consciousness for around 10 minutes following the collision. He was seated in the back of the vehicle and suffered relatively minor injuries. He is currently receiving medical care along with another survivor. A spokesperson for the Federal Road Safety Corps explained that early findings suggest the vehicle was moving above the allowed speed, lost control while attempting to pass another car, and struck a parked truck on the roadside. The driver of the Lexus SUV survived and has been identified as a locally hired professional, not someone personally connected to Joshua. The SUV was armored, and officials noted that the force of the impact was strong enough to destroy reinforced windows and structural pillars, damage that could have been catastrophic in a standard vehicle. Diagrams released by authorities show that the side of the car which absorbed the bulk of the collision was where the two passengers were seated, leading to their deaths. Footage from the scene has also surfaced, showing the crash site and the location of the stationary truck.
This is the truck that I want to kill Anthony Joshua for us today. This is the truck. And this truck won't kill Anthony Joshua for us. I see this.
The MMA and boxing community are mourning the death of Ajay's friends. Alexander Usyk wrote, "This is an unbelievable loss. Cena and Latz were two incredible people who were not only part of AJ's team, but also friends. My sincere condolences to their families, loved ones, and everyone who knew them. Anthony Joshua, wishing you a speedy recovery. Stay strong, champion." Francis Ananu said, "Hoping for a speedy recovery for AJ, and my sincere condolences to all those who lost life in today's tragedy in Lagos." Jake Paul tweeted, "Life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lost lives, AJ, and anyone impacted by today's unfortunate accident." Darren Till also weighed in, voicing his frustration over people filming the scene instead of trying to help. He wrote, "If you want to know how truly utopian the world is, just go and try and watch the Anthony Joshua car crash where he's getting dragged out of the car, clearly not okay. And what are people doing? Filming. No one with the slightest of concern. Let's film, film, film. Let me tell you, hope he is okay, and I'm hearing some people may not have made it, so praying for their loved ones." Same as Cristiano, not on that scale, but he was at the Atlantis in Dubai last night, attending an award ceremony, and there was literally hundreds of people running around manic. Fully grown adults, bear in mind, absolutely pathetic. Dylan Dennis also chimed in, writing, "The Anthony Joshua situation highlighted a serious issue. Filming bodies instead of trying to help shows a disturbing lack of humanity." Meanwhile, the controversial Bryce Mitchell sparked controversy by suggesting that Jake Paul may have been involved.
Jake Paul win, he's going to kill you 9 days later, or just your 2 best friends, but somebody's going to die if you don't let him win.
Arman Sukian and Shara Bullet Magomed set up a high-stakes wager ahead of their grappling showdown on December 30th. If Shara comes out on top, Arman has promised to give him an apartment in Armenia. If Arman wins, Shara will hand over a Rolex.
Завтра Шара меня выиграет, то я ему лично подарю квартиру здесь в Ереване.
Это уже серьезная заява, ребят. Шара, ты подаришь ему что-то, если он тебя выиграет? Ответ. Он хочет что?
Хотя бы Rolex вычти. Вот эти.
Которые на руках у него, да?
Вот эти подарю тебе Rolex.
The UFC Performance Institute in China recently hosted an unusual event as Unitree showcased its G1 combat robots at UFC PI Shanghai. The company demonstrated the robots' fighting abilities and explained how MMA-style movements can enhance motion control, reaction time, stability, and real-world performance. UFC President Dana White even got involved, testing the robots with a few light punches. At UFC 321, Tom Aspinall managed to retain his title, but the event came at a personal cost. In a recent one-on-one MMA interview with Adam Catterall, Aspinall opened up about the eye poke incident, admitting that he learned a tough lesson after seeing some people turn against him during that time.
People turn on you really quick, you know, and you always hear it, don't you? Like people like start, you know, maybe getting jealous and want to drag you down when you get to the top. I never really experienced that. To be honest, but people will turn the back on you quick and give their opinions publicly, even if they're your friend. And you think that maybe the fact is that they're not your friend, and they'll come out and say certain stuff and stuff like that when you have a relationship with them. And I just think it's I've learned, mate. I've learned a lot. And I've learned that the people who care about me, and there's a lot of other people that I thought that don't, and that's great learning experience, mate. I'm nearly 33 years old and I'm learning some good stuff for the future of my life, which is great. Well, I don't want to make anyone's year and start name dropping people. And
that's fair.
Do you know what? There's a lot of people who've been there for me who I wasn't sure were before, and they were, which is great. That's amazing. But it just brings people to light, doesn't it? You know, when you're going through some adversity, like, people show you who they are, which is.
Has there been thoughts of whether you'd be able to fight again?
I'm just thinking about my health at the minute, to be honest. I'm not even thinking about any of that stuff, because you got to like take one step at a time, don't you?
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. Obviously, the plan is to go back and beat the living daylights out of Cyril Gane. That's the plan. But right now, the short-term plan is to get back to where I should be.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.